Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Did you bring a letter with you?
No, I got that text, John, but that text came to me while I was already out.
Yeah, sure. Excuse. What was this garbage about? It was upsetting women. I don't have it in the house. So use pronouns. Can we put some nouns with the? I'm going to show you. I got it. William got me another camera, so I think it's that reliable. Who were these? You're talking about them not going to the Elks? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that I did say that you were. I don't know if I said upsetting, but triggering or whatever. You can so you continue to insist that you had the right to record other patients, which was very upsetting to the other people who were in the car. Now, but the last time we spoke, you told me that you record every time we have meetings, every time we have these groups, and that's clearly against VA policy. You can't, whenever I am with the veterans that I'm working with, it's in a professional capacity. And if we're doing a VA group,
could you just shut up with your long-winded speech? Can you do something in hard copy? Because actually, 2 points. Actually, it's a waste of time to talk to you. Did you do anything with Veterans Commons involving paperwork? Anything? Have you spoken with anybody regarding my residency, regarding me not being able to get into my apartment?
Not in years.
Yeah.
Not in years, John. You've been here for almost 2 years, something.
No, October 3rd. Yeah, it's an auspicious time.
Yeah, not in years.
Isn't that your job to interface with a landlord that doesn't allow me to get into my own apartment?
Right, but you've been here for almost 2 years. I interfaced
Shouldn't
with
you
them.
have done it at the time?
I did it at the time.
You did,
and I contacted them at the time. And I advocated to try to get you a security deposit back. I tried to, I talked to them about you being able to get your keys, or drop your keys off. And then I talked to them about your backpack. And they told me they don't know anything about the backpack. They said about the keys, they said, don't bother, we changed all the keys. We just don't want any contact with him.
What about them holding the front door so I could not get into my apartment around dusk on October 3rd? Did you discuss that with them?
Well, they had a restraining order. They said that they called the police and have a restraining order against you.
No,
so this is a legal matter between you and them. And they're saying that you had nothing to get from them because there was nothing left in the apartment. So, I did not know.
Would you stop talking? How did you know about the restraining order? Did you ever know? Because you should have been my caseworker instead of Shannon, who went in there just to blow the case about some nonsense. Really, you were my caseworker at the time, but you weren't there. And then the reason Shannon was there was just to fuck up the case and mention that he had to see news reports to say like he broke up 3 knife fights between myself and Jeff Grubler, Gabriel Robinson. It was all nonsense. The restraining order only applies to Gabriel Robinson. I cannot be within a certain number of feet with him within the building and very distant outside the building. I never saw Gabriel Robinson that night, so the restraining order was not applicable to that situation where I could not get into my own apartment.
I understand that. When I spoke to them, now I may be wrong, but I would have to go back and try to read my notes. But what I thought was that they had a new restraining order on you.
I forgot to attend the
trial. From that day that you tried to go back and drop off your keys.
Well, they forgot to mention that. I forgot to go to a hearing. They forgot to serve me the paperwork. I mean,
I don't know.
I do know that I did not get any paper about any restraining order subsequent to October 3rd or before, other than the one that he wrote.
Okay. All right. Well, my point is that at that time, when you were living there and when you first moved out, I was in contact and I was advocating on your behalf. But you've been here for almost 2 years, and this has been the priority. You've had a lot bigger issues.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
How are you in the email coming along on My Healthy Pet? Actually, I just carbon copied the email. I didn't send it to you yet. There's an individual that sets up the account said he would contact you regarding it.
They contacted me, and I have, unless my supervisor tells me that I need to set up a My Healthy Vet account, I'm not going to.
And how would you communicate with me other than handing me letters by
We
your
have,
hand?
you have my cell phone number,
Mhm.
which I answer all the time. You have my office number. I have your cell phone number, and I come to your apartment, and you could email me. I just can't email you back.
Maybe you
So-
could if you set up an account of
Right,
My Healthy Pet, but you seem to be
but-
refusing to do
Yeah,
that.
I don't think it would be a good thing for you. I
For
don't think
me.
it would be a good thing for
No,
me.
No, I like solid evidence. That's how I
Yeah.
record things, and I am taking
Right.
with
I know
sociopathic
that.
criminals
Yeah.
that steal things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I have no purpose for you. In fact, you're really irritating to look at.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Good day.
All right.